Today, I'm here to talk about my 5 favorite games that I have played and experienced on the PC. I also kind of categorized these games, so all 5 of these games are completely different, each of them in a completely different genre, and it just kind of happened to turn out that way, so it's perfect. So for number 5, we have a fast-paced game that I play when I want something really competitive and intense, and that is Rocket League. I have been a Rocket League player for so long. I think I first played it on the 360, and then I've basically played it on and off ever since. So I'm not bad, I'm definitely not good, but I really do just enjoy competing. I was an athlete my whole life, and honestly, this game kind of scratches that itch. This is totally my opinion, but I think Rocket League is the coolest esport by far. Would you guys be interested in seeing me play Rocket League at all? It's really difficult to play that game in the talk, is the only downside I feel. Also, I do feel like Rocket League is not nearly as good as it was. I used to be obsessed with this game, putting hours and hours into it. For a while, it was the only game that I played with my friends, and I really loved it. But over time, almost like Fortnite, it really did change, and it kind of was a shame to see that it just became this corporate, free-to-play game that's meant to just try to get you to spend money. Screw microtransactions. Another thing is I don't even know if I would truly recommend a new player to start this game if you've never played it, because it is so hard to get into, and the skill gap in this game is just insane. And once you start playing ranked games and you just get ranked up against people who are really good luck. You're going to have to be patient because this game can be frustrating. But nonetheless, it is certainly worth playing, especially if you've played it in the past and you're rusty. Pick it back up and give it another shot and see how it feels. At number 4, this is an MMO, a massive multiplayer online RPG. We have Final Fantasy XIV. I am super glad that I found this game this year. I'm having an absolute blast with it. I am actually trying to release a video about an update on my status of this game, but the servers have been down due to maintenance. I'm really impressed with this game. One issue that I'm having is there is literally so much content that I still haven't even gotten through the old content yet to get to the new updated content. So I'm just slowly chipping away, taking my time, but this game is certainly something special. I really had interest in World of Warcraft for a while, and I really wanted to get into it, but truthfully, I just struggled. This game scratches every itch that I ever had with World of Warcraft and more. This game is also so new player friendly. I would recommend this to anyone that's interested in MMOs. Really good way to get into it. Also really great if you like storytelling and you're a solo player. I actually have an in-depth review on my channel, so check it out if you guys are interested. And all of the games that I'm going to be talking about from the rest of this video, all of them I have reviews on. So I won't say it again. If you're interested in any of these games, look into my channel and I go into a bit more detail. At number 3, we have Cyberpunk 2077. This game is amazing. By far one of my favorite first-person shooters, but I also really enjoy the RPG aspects of this game. All the updates that they've made and additions, I really love how the skill tree has turned out, and I really love how it feels to try out different gear and different builds. This game is tremendous. This is one of the only games that I've ever played where I took so long to finish the story because I truly just explored every optional mission as I could, and I literally just spent as much time as I possibly could exploring every single crevice of this game in this city. This game is certainly something special, and something that's actually crazy to share with you guys is this is number 3 on my list, and I'm praising this game so much. I actually haven't even tried the DLC yet, and I've heard that the DLC takes things a step up even more. So definitely check out this game. I would consider this game an absolute must play for almost anyone with basically any interest in action games. Amazing storytelling as well. It has Keanu Reeves. Can't ask for much more than that. But it's also by far one of the most gorgeous PC games that I've ever played. I didn't expect to be so blown away with this game. I said this in my review, and I'll say this again. I was playing Cyberpunk a whole lot when the game Starfield came out. Once Starfield came out, I downloaded it and I went to play it. And after playing it for like an hour or two, I literally could not play it because I was so used to the Cyberpunk graphics that looking at Starfield felt like I was looking at Minecraft on low settings. I truly believe that Cyberpunk in 2024 is one of the best examples of next-gen gaming. Seriously, it is awesome and is a must-play. All right, so now we're in our top 2. This was really hard for me, honestly. Between these 2 games, I love them both, and I really was stuck between which one I wanted to put at number 1 and 2, but I'll explain more shortly. So at number 2, this game is such a unique game. I'm so glad that I found this series, and honestly is the foundation of this YouTube channel, Monster Hunter World. This game is tremendous. I've always been someone that loves big monsters. I love movies with monsters and games with monsters. This game is by far the coolest depiction of monsters in any video game. It's so in-depth, and they've actually managed to make the monsters almost feel like real animals that live in an environment and are affected by their environment. And they're smart, and they all have different personalities. When you're exploring this crazy, beautiful environment, sometimes you'll see a monster, and sometimes that monster will make eye contact with you and just keep on walking, and then sometimes other monsters will make eye contact with you and get aggressive. It's super cool, the variety of monsters in this game. I can't stress this enough. Along with that, the gameplay variety is unreal. There are so many weapons in this game that play completely different. Imagine taking on an absolute massive monster one-on-one with 2 mini swords. Or instead, you could take on that same monster with just a bow and arrow. Something that's really special about this game is just the gameplay loop. It's a really, really fun game that just continue to grind, fight different monsters, collect resources, level up your materials, level up your weapons, gear, and so forth. Along with that, this game has one of the strongest communities in gaming by far. There is a more current Monster Hunter game called Monster Hunter Rise, which is a fun game, but I truly believe that Monster Hunter World is one of the most special games on PC. I would recommend that anyone tries this game that has any slight interest in it. I would just say, be patient with yourself, because this game does have a slightly steep learning curve, but once you learn it, you'll be totally fine. Now, I probably would have put this game at number 1, but there's one gripe that I have with it. So I replayed this game for a Let's Play, and I haven't finished that Let's Play yet. I'm going to get back to it eventually. But one thing that I noticed as I played through it again was this game's single-player campaign is so slow. Not only does it have unskippable cutscenes, but it also just has some missions within this game where you're just doing nothing. And you could realize that like 30 minutes went by and you literally haven't done a single thing in-game. And I find that really frustrating. And honestly, this is a game that doesn't need any story at all. It's quite simple. You're going to encounter different monsters. Your job is to take them down. Oh, and another quick mention, I'm obsessed with capturing monsters in this game because it makes me feel like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. Yeah, I'm weird. All right, so now we are on to number 1. So before I get to number 1, if there's anyone that's a returning viewer to my channel, drop a quick comment and see if you can guess what number 1 is before I say it. I'll be really impressed if anyone does get it right. But my favorite game that I've played on PC by far, and it's a very massive surprise for me, was Yakuza Like a Dragon. This game pulled at my heart in the craziest, most unexpected ways. By far the best story I've ever experienced in a game. Ichiban, the main character of this game, is my favorite character in any video game. For those of you who don't know, this game is the 7th game of the Yakuza series, but is basically unrelated. It was almost made for new players like me to be able to jump right into the series. The previous Yakuza games were beat 'em up style, where this one completely changed it up and made it a turn-based RPG. And the way that they changed it up was actually justified within the story, which was so creative and so special in my opinion. For some reason, my review on this game didn't do super well view-wise compared to my other reviews. I would recommend checking it out just because this is the game that I might be most passionate about. I've actually made multiple videos about this game. I made a video just about the main character because he means a lot to me. And I've also even made some motivational videos just using scenes from this game. I'm not even necessarily saying that this is the best game ever made. I just feel like this game almost found me when I really needed it, and it meant a lot to me. So that's why it's my favorite game that I've experienced on the PC. But I truly believe that this game is something special, and if you're someone that is interested in turn-based RPGs, I certainly consider this a must-play. And I think that you'll get sucked into the story because it's absolutely amazing. And along with that, the side quests are some of the most clever, funniest things in the world. And there's also some very sad side quests. But yeah, guys, there you have it. There are my top 5 favorite PC games. Like I said, the top 4 I have reviews on all on my channel. Thank you guys so much if you made it this far. You literally have no idea how much that means to me. Just thank you. Please drop a comment with your all-time top 5 favorite games. I would love to hear it and talk about it. Please go ahead and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.